Hi, welcome to 7 at 7 at Burlpres. My name is Karen Thistlethwaite, and I have been a part of this community since middle school. This is the church I got married in, and most recently I got to hang out with the confirmation class of 2019 while serving as interim associate pastor of Care Ministries. So a huge shout out to Tara for asking me to come back and spend time with you. Well, we are in the season of Thanksgiving, and while there is certainly a lot that I have not been thankful for this year, if there is one thing that I have been thankful for, it is that we are still able to have hope. In Matthew 12:15, God describes hope like this: "Look well at my hand-picked servant. I love him so much and take delight in him. I have placed my spirit upon him. He'll decree justice to the nations. But he won't yell, won't raise his voice. There'll be no commotion in the streets. He won't walk over anyone's feelings, won't push you into a corner. Before you know it, his justice will triumph. At the mere sound of his name will signal hope, even among far-off unbelievers." In this season of Thanksgiving, I feel especially grateful for these words, because these words come not when Jesus is at the top of his game with high approval ratings, but after Jesus has spoken out for justice, and somehow, even though he is Jesus, the people around him don't see the justice in his healing, or the mercy in how he treats others. Instead, they continue to ignore him, and what's worse, they pick a fight with him, telling him that the kind of justice he is talking about, the kind of healing he is bringing to the people, is not wanted, and is in fact against the law. Furthermore, the people tell Jesus that while some people may want healing, there is a right way to heal people, and that Jesus needs to wait for a time that fits their expectations of what healing looks like. And when Jesus challenges them on this, they become furious with him and start thinking about ways they can destroy or ruin him. I wonder how many of us, in trying to do what we think is right, or in trying to honor God with our lives, find that the world around us is looking the other way, less than eager to hear our opinions or receive the type of care we have to give. Yet, in these scriptures, we discover that even when people don't get what we are about, even when the world tells us we are wrong or that our kind of help is not needed, even when we are ignored or made to feel less than or inferior, or that we simply don't matter, that this is when God picks us up and fills us with hope, saying, "I love you so much. I take such delight in you. I have placed my spirit upon you, and you will do amazing things. You will do you. You will proclaim justice to the nations. You will show kindness to others. You will create art which makes the world a more beautiful place. You will cook food which will ease the hunger of the world. For you were created to be a signal of hope to the world." For even when the world sees us as troublemakers, even when the world sees us as less than perfect, God sees us as lights in the darkness. God sees us as beacons of hope. You see, Jesus did not always bring hope into the world in ways that others understood. Instead, Jesus brought hope into the world by being himself, by being who God created him to be. So this Thanksgiving season, I am grateful for each one of you and the hope that you bring into this world just by being you, despite all that is happening around us. I am grateful that God created each one of us to be unique and different. I am grateful that God created all of us with love and has given each of us the ability to love each other, creation, and God in ways that are special and that perhaps only we can understand. And I am especially grateful for the stories I have heard and the glimpses I have seen of how amazing you are. and that it is not what others think about us, but rather what we know to be true about ourselves that makes us special, and that even as tired and exhausted and as overwhelmed as we are today, that Jesus is close to us, whispering to us this message of hope. I love you so much. I take such delight in you. So this week, I invite you to live with these words of hope. I love you so much. I take such delight in you. Write them down in places where you will see them, or if you're feeling especially bold, whisper them to someone you think might need to hear them. Share them with family or with friends. Share them with a stranger or anyone who you think might be grateful to discover or even rediscover that God loves us and delights in us just as we are, just as God created us to be. And no matter if we speak out in a loud, energetic voice or are calm and quiet, that at the mere sound of our names, we are beacons of hope.